Today, I want to speak about education, no value. But somebody may actually ask, but Paul, you have actually studied to the highest level. I have attained a doctorate in education, major in leadership. So far, I've actually gone. And so I understand the education process, and I've actually had many and countless experiences to be able to assess this matter, this phenomenon, this concept, unlike many other persons. For years, I have been looking at the education structure from the primary level, the pre primary level, the secondary level, and the high school level. And I've actually come to one conclusion that all of it is a farce. Look at the number of persons who've actually garnered a university education. And if you go back before the university education, you realize how the system in Jamaica is somewhat structured. It is a marginalization of the masses in the sense that primary school takes you to secondary school and you're actually segregated in secondary school. And when I mean secondary school, I talk about high school here, from going to a prestigious high school, and those persons who go to the prestigious high school are more likely and inclined because of structural resources and all of that to get to a university. So many of those persons who are outside of particular high school are lowly likely to attend a prestigious university, particularly University of the West Indies and or University of Technology. So many persons are not likely to actually end up there because of the social stratification that actually started in secondary school. And it goes back as way as to early childhood school, where the St. Peter's and Paul's and the other schools are persons who are likely to make it because of the resources that their parents expend on them to get them to have that niche over the others. Now, when an individual would have actually garnered university education in Jamaica, and I'm saying to look at the number of persons who garnered university education, and how many of them are actually employed in the field that they are in, or how many of them are given a numeration that is worth value to allow them to actually pay for the exorbitant student loan that they've actually incurred or the family debt they've actually incurred. So I'm going to ask you a question, because the average cost of attending a university now in Jamaica, a 4 year or 3 year university education in Jamaica, is about 3 million to 4 million. And if you add on that other expenses, that say let's double that, that's about 6 million. All right. And incidental expenses, let's take that to 7 million. So they would have actually incurred a debt of $7 million. And then that is going to attract interest, right? Over the time that they're actually going to be at the university to actually get to acquire the education. Then I'm going to say to you, the parents that invested half of that money in their children, where do the children be after 4 years of 3 years of university? And normally these students, in order to pay off these student loan debts, are going to take, say, for example, like 5 years or something like 10 years. So let's add 3 years of actually studying, and it may take another 2 years to get a job. That is 5. And it take 5 years to pay off the student loan. That's 10. All right. So you're talking about 10 years. Your child is going to be indebted to other agencies, other agents, to ensure that he or she is free from financial debt acquired or attained to actually attend a university at $7 million. So we're saying if you're to invest half of that $7 million in your child over that 10-year period, where will your child be? Let me actually go further now. The child would have actually, as I said before, incurred a debt of $7 million. And few persons in Jamaica are working $3 million, including your very child who's going to be paying student loan. Can you see the farce? Can you see that education is really a concept, but a concept to actually trick the masses? And even many persons who are educated, they actually try to fuss so much to actually get to the top. that many of them actually destroy each other. It's a set of crabs not in a bar but a bucket, all trying to make it to the top, and they're all willing to destroy each other just to make it to the top. And they would have actually done so by attaining a university education and fight just for the meager resources that are actually there. Whereas those persons who were born in affluence, riches, their parents would have actually structured for them livelihood. And the same persons with the education would have actually spent 3 or 4 years at the university having a debt of $7 million. Plus, of course, other expenses that would have been incurred from living normally are going to be working for these individuals who are more likely not be attending university. And if they do attend university, not beyond sometime a first or second degree. Look at it. So what is the real value of education? They say education is really knowledge. Is it? When you look at how you acquire knowledge, there's everything to support that the acquisition of knowledge does not rest with a university or higher education. Doesn't. It rests with you and the culture that you were actually grown in. Because knowledge can be attained using a number of means. Using tradition, using experience, using observations, using authority, using your culture, using your parents would be a part of the authority and the culture. Knowledge can be gained using that avenue. And a critical part of observation and experience, authority as well, which is the same thing that your education system would do for you. If our parents were doing that for us, why would we need to actually be going to universities? You have incurred so much debt to come out of that university, and you're not assured of being able to attain half of the money that you spend for a year to attend that university. When you do come out, and if you're to attain half of that money, as I said before, it would have been 7 million. Let's, for example, you're given a salary of $3.5 million. Your student loan would be a substantial part of that. Then your other daily expenses. Your parents are likely to get little or nothing from you. A matter of fact, your parents are more likely to be called upon to ask for assistance while you're working, having spent so much money on you. So what is the value of education? I'm prescribing, as I said before to you, I have attained a doctorate in education. I've gone to the highest level. I've attained a diploma in teaching, a first degree and a second degree in statistics, and a PhD. So I have been from the bottom to the top in terms of the education landscape. And I am saying to you, this education has no value. The education system sucks more from the people than it gives them. It's all a farce. Ladies and gentlemen, look at it. Do we really need an education system in its current form? Answer my question. Do we really need our current education system? Is that what we want? What do we want for ourselves? Is this system benefiting your children and you? They give you little and you expend so much for little. Is that what you really want? And as I said before, I have a PhD, I'm a doctor, and I'm telling you, the education system, that is the system currently had in Jamaica, has no value, no real value to the people. Like, share, and subscribe as I continue to provide trusted information to my channel.